This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Brittany. I'm 27 years old and I live in Derby, Kansas.
Brittany's the apple of my eye. She was the start of the perfect family.
I definitely had the cool parents. My friends always ended up at my house because my parents were so nice.
Me and Brittany used to have a lot of fun together, listening to music, going to the local ice cream parlor. And Brittany's very, very smart, you know, but she's a heroin addict. She's getting so skinny. She's about 80 pounds.
She has a funny yellow color to her skin.
And she's lost a lot of her hair.
Brittany doesn't even try to hide it anymore. I can see the tie marks on her arms and also the track marks.
Sometimes I have to shoot up in my foot because none of my veins will work. My track marks are pretty bad. You can see the veins that I like to go in.
This is the last chance that I feel like us as a family has.
This intervention needs to happen now.
She won't make it another year.
This is the only thing that's gonna save my daughter.
Brittany was our first child, had her when I was 18. She always had that look on her face like she was analyzing everything.
Growing up, I would describe our family as the all-American family. Mom and Dad were high school sweethearts, white picket fence, Dad had a great job, Mom was the perfect wife.
I love doing things with all the kids, but I've always had a really close bond with Brittany. She was spoiled daddy's girl because even at a young age, I was very proud of her.
My dad definitely was and still is my hero. I wanted to be just like him whenever I was growing up.
It did end up doing some damage that was later found on my nerves going to the heart.
That's when he got his first bottle of pain pills, and my life was forever changed.
It took all emotional and physical pain away.
He had become addicted, so I took him to a facility for a while. He detoxed and got some mental help, but I don't think he really recovered. I think it was a dark time for Alex.
Growing up with a father who is an addict was very difficult. The family dynamic definitely changed. During that time, I felt very responsible for my brother and my sister, but things got even worse.
I had no idea at the time that she was raped. I wish she would have told us. We could have got her the help that she needed.
I chose to keep that a secret because I knew that my father would hurt him, and I didn't want to risk losing my father. But it made me want to escape reality. It made me want to not deal with my emotions. I just wanted to be numb. I didn't want to deal with feelings. I experimented with hallucinogenics, shrooms, and acid. I loved altering reality. I graduated high school with honors, was like 2 or 3 people away from being the valedictorian.
She went and got an associate's degree, and she was on her way to getting an engineering degree.
But eventually my addiction got so bad that I was spending every penny on drugs, so there was no money left in my budget for tuition, so I just stopped going to school.
Her and my dad started using together and trading drugs.
That's when the allure of my dad's drug of choice was so tempting. I just kept thinking, wow, he loves these pills. He's been taking them for a long time. So I tried them, and man, I was blown away. It caused our relationship to go from a father-daughter relationship to a friendship. It strained our relationship to the max.
It seriously was like a monster took over Brittany.
We had 2 addicts in the house, and I just would come home not knowing every day what I was gonna come home to.
My past addiction was a very big strain on my marriage, and I'm not gonna blame anybody but myself.
The divorce made her do even more drugs.
I've seen nothing but a downward spiral.
I would say now is probably the worst in the last year that it's ever been.
Yeah. It'll never get better until you, as a family system, change your behaviors. There's going to be no gray area anymore.
Well, if we also have another recovering addict in the family, the first thing that she's going to do is, what about Dad? He gets to do whatever he wants, or he leaves and does this. So we should probably think of a way to work that in there.
I'm confused. This isn't about Dad, so...
If he's not going to stay in recovery, then why should she stay in recovery?
Well, I feel like...
I don't know if you've lied to me since you've been out of recovery or whatever, but I know before you used to lie a lot about it,
Oh,
so
yeah. Oh, yeah.
it's kind of hard for me to trust you.
I mean, there's nothing more important, right, than your family and fighting for your own recovery.
If that's what it's gonna take to save my daughter, I'd do it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brittany, I have been extremely worried about your well-being, and you know I love you very much. It upset me when you quit smiling and I noticed needle marks in your arm. It upset me to see you withdraw socially and lose the spark in your eye. I was shocked when you started taking my personal items to sell or pawn. You are spiraling out of control, and if you keep going the way you are, you're going to end up dead or in jail. You are super intelligent, and I want to see you live up to your potential. You have a beautiful face, and it's time to shine.
I love how intelligent you are, how caring and sincere you are to anyone and everyone, even complete strangers. I want you to get this help that you need.
Brittany, from this point on, nobody is giving you money for anything. Nobody is going to be enabling you to buy drugs if you choose to get high.
To support your treatment, I'm gonna go to a treatment center also.
You'll both be sober and happy, and you always kind of looked up to your dad, and now you can again.
So, Tori, you want to ask him? Tell him we'll take the step.
So will you both go take the step and fight this together?
Yep.
Yes? Brittany?
Yes, I will.
Yes.
I love you both very much.
When I first saw my daughter, it was pure joy. She looked very alive, happy. It gave me hope.
In the beginning, I didn't want sobriety for myself, but it's crazy to say that I do. I want this for myself. I want sobriety.
I was surprised when I was offered treatment since this intervention was about my daughter, but I know I'm where I need to be. I know this is what's gonna save her life, and we're gonna feed off each other and hold each other accountable for the rest of our lives too. So that's cool.
We're gonna be 2 really beautiful people again. Inside and out, man.
Right on.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Bye.